Hello all and welcome to Mexico, home of the tortilla, the quesadilla and the chikorita. We're here tonight for the finale for Division 3, where it is a two-way battle for the Drivers' Championship, and a three-way battle for the Constructors' title. Let's see. We have Brandon and Nellboy both fighting for the drivers. And the three-way battle is, let me just double check because I'm forgetful, it's the Haas, I think Mercedes and Alfa Romeo. My Discord's not working, so I don't know. Who's first? Let's get some track on, shall we? Track map. Aston Martin out first. That is going to be the wrong button. Pac-Man. We can have that one for qualifying and yeah, we don't need that. That doesn't need that. Yes, right, we're up and running with Pac-Man. He was the first one out of the pits. It's going to be his lap up first. Apologies for that, I thought my internet had gone off because my phone had disconnected. Anyway, yes, we are on with Pac-Man in the Aston Martin. Usually a D4 driver, but he's in for D3 today. Let's see what he can do. As he comes through the stadium, under the bridge, round the final corner, and he's first with the time on the board of a 1:17.7. I tell you what, I'm used to using my bloody wheel for everything. Right, there we are. Tom Putty must be next. I'm sure he was second out. 1:18.4. P2 currently for Tom. Let's have a look. Is Bobby on a time? Nope, not using battery. Brandon's just started. Prize. Here he is. 17.3 for the Ferrari driver. Missed a lot of the season. He's back now for the finale in Mexico. What else have we got? Relia. Yeah, Joe's put a time on there, 17.6 as well in the Mercedes. Relia at P2 currently with a 17.4. I think we missed Bob spun. I'm hoping by that time that Bob did spin. Brandon is just coming through the end of Sector 3 now. What can the division leader do today? Pole by a large amount as well, a good 7/10 or just over 7/10 difference, putting his stomp down early. That's why he's leading. And Nellboy, who is in second place, is just finishing Sector 1, almost Sector 2. Cassell is on a lap. How is he only on 20%? Coming through sector 2. I think maybe he didn't turn that off during his warm-up lap, but we'll see what he can do anyway. As he comes through the stadium again. And here he comes to cross the line, keeps it tight to the wall for a 17.7, and the Alfa Romeo of Gunnar has gone in the pits. That could have been Relia actually. I don't think Gunnar's come out of the pits yet. Zesty. Let's see, I think... Yeah, I'm sure they're all on the way back in. They're on the way back in. Red Bull is out lap. Yep, so stick on with Zesty. See how Zesty can do as he comes through sector 3. I think he's a pretty new driver to the division and the league. Oh, sugar. But he's put his marker down. For a P2, 17.1 for Zesty. Great start. And we'll jump on Miwaza as he comes to the end of sector 1. Purple sector 1. That is a yellow in sector 2. That's one of the Haas. I think I missed both. Haas I think I missed both Haas doing their laps. We have Nelvoy on a 17.7. Oh, that's a spin there from Wazza. That's unlucky. Good to keep it out of the wall though. Plenty of people do often hit the wall coming through those S's, so that was good for him. Yeah, Nelvoy, that's second in the division. Will be fighting for the title today. Can only muster a 17.7 on his first lap, and Mr. Bogorovsky himself with a 22.6. I expect much better from Albaza. Let's jump out. That's not Brandon, it is Joe back out. Prize is about to start another lap, I feel. Yes, he is. I think he's the first one to take a second lap, so let's see how much he can improve. Let's remove this, we've got a bit of screen there. It's Pac-Man just pulling to the side, letting the Ferrari go. He comes down the straight to the end of sector 1. Is he up? He is up by 4/10. It's not enough for pole just yet, but the lap isn't over. It's a purple sector 1 anyway. It's a good start. And we go through the dreaded S's. Describes my season, that dreaded S's. Spa, Silverstone, Singapore. Dreaded S's. Just love to keep it on track there, just on the limits. As he comes through sector 2, he's lost a bit of time. He's down to 2/10. He's up on his time, but he was 4/10 at the end of sector 1. He's 2/10 at the end of sector 2. And he pulled back what he lost. 19.1. So it is an improvement, but just under 2/10 difference for the Ferrari driver. Pac-Man is just about to start. I think we do have people on laps. I'm going to miss something, I can feel it. Here's Gunnar then for his first lap. 17.4. Above his teammate, but by absolute minuscule amount. I'm sure there'll be some good chats going on between the two of them with a time like that, but Relia is on another lap and 2/10 up. We do have Joe coming to the end of his lap. 5/10 improvement. P2 currently for the second Mercedes, and it's currently a front row lockout for the Mercedes. Brandon 1, Joe Hayward 2nd. Very, very nice indeed. Takes me back to the Hamilton Bottas days. I say it like it's a long time ago. What are we doing? Reliot. Yeah, we'll come around with Reliot. I think Brandon's just about to start his second lap, so we'll have a look at that in a second. Here we go for Reliot then. 16, 17 dead. It is a P2 splitting the Mercedes up. We've got something through sector 3. We have Alpines. Cassell is first. There's Cassell with a 16.9. P2 into the 16s. Tom next. No. I think he messed up. Is he restarting? I don't know if 60% is going to be enough, but I think he's restarting. What's going on with Brandon? Oh, we're gonna... Oh, just as we go on him, he loses his wing. I mean, I think he's pretty safe there. It would take some big improvements by somebody to beat him currently for this qualifying session, but I'm not saying it can't be done. Let's get on with the AlphaTauri of your Zesty has validated. With only half battery, I don't think it's enough for a second lap. We have the Alfa Romeo coming round. Mercedes is done, and the two Alpines have now done a second lap. So we have Pac-Man is the next one, with all three cars now on an outlap for the ones that are on track. That is Pac-Man, Mikey and Prize. Pac-Man letting Mikey ahead of him. We'll jump on with Mikey. Not set a time yet, little Mikey. Ooh. Well, it looks like Prize has binned it in the S's. Is he damaged? Doesn't look like he's got damage, so looks like he caught it well. We'll see if he has to pit or not, but it doesn't look like it. So there's Mikey just starting his lap now. Let's stick on with Mike and see what Mike can do. Big Mike. Or little Mike, as it is. It's a slow Haas in sector 3. Just on the limit coming out of that corner there. We've got another yellow. Sector 3 there for the Haas. Don't know what's going on there. Right. I think Pac-Man's spun a little bit. Let's see. He is. He's just pulling himself back round. Very well to keep out of everybody's way. Let's get back on with Mike as he finishes his first qualifying lap of the day for a 1:17.6. Middle of the pack. P8. Nice and dry. We've got Zesty just about to start a lap, I think. Yep. Prize does improve. 1,000th, splitting 5th and 6th there. Nell boys binned it. Nell's binned it. It's not all about qualifying, but it certainly does help a little bit. I didn't even see his car there. Wow, so it's looking very good for Brandon then. I mean, he's first in the division and currently sat on pole. We all know anything can happen in the race, though. Let's see how Mr. Bog does. With a 122, I'm expecting a good 5 seconds improvement here from Mr. Bogorovsky. Zesty is retired. Looks like he's come out on the exit of the S's onto the straight of the end of sector 2. Let's hope he's not in the road as a Ferrari and an Alpine come past. Disappeared just in time there, I think. Boggs took it wide, and it is an invalidation. Let's see. We've got Relia just starting a lap. We have... Looks like Price just about to... No, he's going to be pitting on a 127. Is... Putty, Tom? Tom's just about to start. So we've got Joe just about to start. I'm just trying to find someone who's actually on one. Bob's not started yet. Cassell, he's not started yet. Joe just started. So everybody's just starting again then. I'm going to miss something. Can Joe pull back that second place, maybe even first place, but can he pull back that second place to make a Mercedes wall right at the front of the race? A Mercedes lockout would certainly help Brandon there with his title challenge. Oh, just as we come off, he bins it. Going through the messes again, it's a nightmare there, isn't it? It's a nightmare. Who chose Mexico? Oh, to Tom Putty improvement to a 17.6. Pac-Man's just coming around to start his lap. Looks like the Ferrari has spun on the final exit. We have Mr. Bog coming through. Is he finishing his lap? Looks like he is. Yes, he is. Come on, big improvement, Bog. 4.6 seconds improvement. Still at the back of the pack. But it's better than a 122. Here we go then. So, Brandon. Now, it wasn't an improvement, but he didn't need it. As he's currently on pole. Reliot could spoil his day. Is he up? He's up by another 2/10. It's not going to be enough for pole though. He needs to have a very good sector 3. Here he comes then. Can he? 16.8. No, it is an improvement, but it's P3 for Reliot. As Tom invalidated, so he's going to pit. Pac-Man spun, so I think he's going to go straight into the pits as well. And we saw Mr. Bogorovsky complete his lap, and that will be the end of qualifying. So not a great qualifying today for the Haas, who's challenging for the constructors, and Nelboy himself, who's challenging for that driver's title. But it's anybody's game once race starts. Anything can happen. Just waiting on Mr. Chuckle. There it is. Okay, then one quick rundown before we take a 2-minute break before we start the race. Your qualifying is on pole, Brandon, division leader, pole sitter, Brandon in the Mercedes, Cassell in second position, Relia in third, Joe in fourth, Prize in fifth, Zesty in sixth in the AlphaTauri, Guna in seventh, Bob Spun in eighth in the McLaren, Tom Putty in ninth in the Alpine, Lil Mikey rounding out the top 10, Pac-Man 11th, Nelboy in 12th, Mr. Bogorovsky himself in 13th, and Wazza, who unfortunately did not manage to settle up, sat in 14th. I'm going to take a minute break just to grab a drink and probably have a wee, and I'll be back in 2. Okay then, welcome back. We are just about to finish, just get comfy, finish the formation lap. Let's see what the tyres are. Tyre, so the majority of the grid going for the harder tyre. Relia 3rd place, and Tom 9th place going for the mediums, and Nelboy knows he needs to make up places, gone for the soft tyres early on, starting from 12th. We'll keep that. We don't want the telemetry. He might try and do a soft to hard rather than the strategy of soft, medium, medium. A 2-stop isn't necessarily needed, although the S's do bring a lot of crashes, as we saw in qualifying. So it could well be safety car galore. Here we go then. Ready from the off. Oh, that's quite a good one, isn't it? 5 lights. And we're away for the finale of Division 3 in Mexico. Everybody getting away quite well. Prize just getting past Joe there. I want to try and get the... Where is it? Position changes. There we go. So Wazza, great start for Wazza, up 7. Nelboy up 2 already. Big loser currently is Bob Spun, who's down to 13th. Relia up to first. Through the first few corners, Brandon just getting that position back. Prize up to second. Reliot's dropping down. Have we got a spin? We've got a spin. We've got a big spin. It was Joe. All the way down to 11th. Let's clear that off so we can see. Wow, big changes there coming through. End of sector 1 into sector 2. Looks like Cassell has then gone and spun it again. It must be still cold tyres. But what a start for Prize. Up to second already. Zesty as well following him through. And Gooner all up 3 places. Pac-Man up 6. Mikey up 4. Wazza up 6. Nellboy now only 1 position from start. Let's see if he can... That said he was on the softs. He's on the hards. That definitely said he was on the softs. That's very strange. But he is on the hards, and he's got no wing. No. So he's going to pit early then. It's an utter shame when things go like that, especially when you're fighting for the title. Pac-Man there getting past Gooner on the straight. Looks like Gooner maybe just braked a little later there to get his position back. Inside, outside. Lovely little side-by-side there. No damage, no clash. That's what we like to see. Looks like Pac-Man's going to keep the position for now. But plenty of cars just sat behind him. Mikey, Relia and Wazza. All there and around. Very good start for the division leader. Maintained his first position after lap 1. Prize just behind him though. Oh, bit of a wobble there as we change to Prize. Oh, it is sideways. What a catch. Good catch there. Zesty takes advantage of the drift that we saw there from the Ferrari, but what a catch there by Prize. That was amazing. But does give Brandon a little bit of breathing room as Zesty is over a second behind. DRS not enabled just yet, but he's going to want to keep that over a second for when it does. Let's see, what have we got? We've got little Mikey just on the back of Wazza as well. There is DRS. 3 DRS zones in the Mexican GP. We are spoilt for choice. But only 2 activations. One activation does activate the pit straight, and this one that you are seeing right now. Nellboy has left the session. I'm hoping that's just connection issues rather than anything else. Hopefully he can get back in and fight where he should be. Zesty doing well. I mean, he was a second when he overtook Prize earlier. He's within just over half a second now onto the back of Brandon. So definitely staying with him. Can anyone do anything down the DRS straight? Nothing up front. Pac-Man just driving on his own there, 1.3 behind, but doing very well for a D4 driver, very well. We'll stick with the front few for now. In fact, Barry Bogorovsky just on the back of Bob Spun, and Joe Hayward's out. Can we get... I think we're too far behind from Nellboy to probably see the car. I don't know if he was battling with somebody or... It's unlikely that you spin there. I mean, you can lose traction there, of course, but you usually expect it through the S's before. And here comes the safety car. And he's just there on that left-hand side, look. So, unfortunate there for the Mercedes driver, and he is the first one to DNF today, and not where we thought he would. Zesty and all that has managed to get past Brandon as well. I'm guessing down the pit straight DRS zone. It's a long DRS straight, that. But here we are then, first safety car of the evening. It does bring Nellboy and Cassell back into it, who did have to pit early. There goes Cassell back on the hards. Whew, that was a good opening few laps, wasn't it? Hey? Come on then, while the safety car's out, give us your predictions today. What is going to happen? Who is going to DNF? Is Brandon going to retain the title? Can Nellboy make up the positions to at least have an outside challenge? at the minute, Brandon is the only Mercedes driver. Mercedes were in the title fight for the constructors. That could change quite a bit. Both Alfa Romeos in there and scoring good points currently. Both Haas drivers out of the points though at the minute. So that's not looking good for those drivers. Let's see what Brandon goes on. He's going to go off the hards and onto the mediums. Looks like Mikey's doing the same. Looks like a lot of people are doing the same. Bob spun as well. Bog's just coming in now to do the same thing also. Anticipating another safety car to come later on. And if not, everybody's got a pit anyway. So, yours DTR leading out front. Prize in second and Pac-Man in third in the Aston Martin. Nellboy's left again. He must be having connections issues. That was quick. It said he joined and then he left straight away. Mazza with a 3-second time penalty, getting it under safety car conditions as well. There's penalties galore usually in Mexico with the S's. Any track with an S section usually picks up a lot of penalties. I mean, Coach is the same. Silverstone as well. Just a couple. And then obviously you've got your Monza with the chicanes, usually pick up quite a few. However, we are in Mexico. And I think we have lost Nell. Let's see if I can get any of the old information up. Well, not up. I can read it out to you. So, current standings for this division is Brandon is leading the way. If I can find the list, there we go. Brandon's leading the way with 128, I think. Alright. There we go, yes. 128. Nellboy in second with 107. So those, it is an outside chance for Nell. As we know, like I say, anything can happen in a race if he can get back in. You know, Brandon's pit, Nellboy's pit. Brandon in the middle of the pack as well on a safety car restart isn't always the best place to be. So anything can happen. But those are the two fighting for the title. Haas currently leading the way with 150 points. Mercedes in second position with 148. However, they're down to one driver already this race. Alfa Romeo in third with 131, with both drivers sat in decent points. And there we go again. We are back off racing. Zesty seems to have got away well. 6/10 away from prize. Pac-Man's coming up the rear of prize. Down the straight. Can he send it into turn one? He does go on the outside of him. Prize seems to keep it just that little bit ahead. Does well. Blocks the inside. Looks like he's going to keep it through 1, 2 and 3 also. Oh, Pac-Man did get a very good exit there compared to Prize, but he just put his car in the way and couldn't accelerate enough. Just as we go back through there, we've got Relia on the back of Tom, who is almost a second away already from Guna. Ahead of him, Brandon not made up any places yet off the restart, but I'm sure he will when the time comes. Oh, we've got a spin. It's Tom. damage. He's going to have to wait. Yes, whole wing has been lost there by Tom. Such a shame for the Alpine driver who's doing quite well there, splitting up the Alfa Romeos. Let's hope there was no contact. It is a virtual safety car. All three sections in yellow, but no safety car out yet. So no overtaking until we're green. It is probably helps Tom more than he realises with it being a VSC, because it means he can pit and not lose too much distance. I mean, he'll lose a bit obviously, but it's not going to be as much as if they were at full pace. Let's hope everybody stays in the Delta. No drive-throughs, that's not what we want to see. So top 4 still to pit. Everybody else has done at least one. Most of them did it under the safety car. Oh, prize is out. He is out, and we are back racing again. That was odd. Zesty's just gone. He's gone. He's gone. Seen the green, and he has gone. He is nearly 5 seconds ahead of the next car. He was almost perfect under the virtual safety car there. But second and third for the Alfa Romeo boys. Put the tyres back on. We'll have a look at that. Hope Nell is back in. Nell, if you're driving, give us a wave. Ah, don't spin it. I think that's definitely Nell, because I don't think the AI would nearly lose the back end. I can't tell. So, still all to play for then. Brandon up to 6, but not making a lot of moves. Wazza on the back of Guna. What kind of camera is that? There we go. Fastest lap there for Relia in the Alfa Romeo as well. Couple of gaps forming. Cassell on the back of Bogrovsky. Bogrovsky goes to the inside to defend. Cassell is ahead. Bog brakes late, but it's not enough. There's Nell Boy back. So it was the AI losing its back end. And good little move there by Cassell. Here we go, side by side through a very tight sector there for the Mercedes of Brandon and Lil Mikey. Brandon is staying ahead currently. Let's see how they go through the S's. I don't think any of them are dumb enough to try it through the S's, but maybe at the end of this little DRS straight, as Cassell now is side by side with Little Mikey. What a view that is. That's beautiful. Give me that camera all the way around, game. Come on. What a side by side that is. All the way through sector 3 there. Fantastic racing there, boys. Absolutely brilliant. New fastest lap there for Wazza as well. Showing he's not out even with the 3 seconds. Little Mikey managing to keep the position at the minute. But there goes Cassell down the straight with the DRS. And it looks like position gained. What happened, Prize? Was it contact or did you just bin it? What have we got up front? I mean, Zesty, let's get back to a broadcast. Zesty had a great restart after the virtual safety. Wazza, though, is making up a little bit of time. He was 5.6 ahead of any other car only a lap or so ago, and now it's in the 4 seconds, so definitely time being made up by the cars behind. Relia and Gunnar happily just sat in 3rd and 4th, I feel, going for that Constructors title. And Nellboy is back as he managed to stay in the car this time. Let's hope so, at least. There you go. That's the steps they're making. Wazza again with another fastest lap. I love my own stream. Nellboy gets past the McLaren of Bob Spun as well into turn 1, I think. See, that's the difference there. If you can get past in turn 1, you get the second DRS as well. That's what I was on about before with the activation point. The activation point being before the start-finish line, you get both DRS zones. So if you can get past on that first straight, you also get that second DRS as well in, and it just makes up that time and the ability to pull away. Speaking of pulling away, there's Nellboy now 2 seconds away from Bob Spun, who's only just overtaken, and he is half a second behind his teammate Mr. Bogarovsky in 8th. I would think team orders come into play there with Nell going for the title, but we will see as they both come round that final corner. Is Bog going to let him go? Does he need to let him go? Nellboy with the fastest lap now. He should have the DRS on him. There it is. Can he do it? Can he do it? Is he going to let him do it? Bog stays ahead for now anyway. We'll keep a small eye on that as Cassell is on the back of Mikey. And Brandon on the back of Gunnar. Not enough for that little section there out of section 1. There we go. Nell is now past Bog. And Nell is only a second behind little Mikey in 7th. Nellboy does need really to win, with Brandon coming no higher than, I think it was 7th or 8th. So we're going to have to just see how that gets on later in the race. Brandon now still on the back of Gunnar. I don't think Gunnar will have the DRS here. He was over a second when he crossed the line. No DRS. Oh, that's Relia. So yeah, another place there for Brandon. Went to the wrong Alfa Romeo. And he gets, again though, the second DRS. I mean, he's over a second away now, but he's going to want to make up some time. Make up some time on the Alfa Romeo ahead. Wazza now bringing that time right down there to the AlphaTauri of yours, Zesty. There's no damage on the AlphaTauri as well, so it's pure power. We've got a sector 1. It's Pac-Man. It's facing the wrong way. That's unlucky. That he was having a good. Well, he had a good start to the race. No damage. Looks like he just spun. No damage. But yeah, there's no damage on your Zesty either. So Wazza has literally initiated rocket fuel and has just made up nearly 3 seconds since the virtual safety car that we had a few laps ago. Brandon now within a second of Reliot. Pac-Man has gone again in the S's. Can't do it into turn 1. He's also on the softer tyre. There's the second section of DRS. Snake-like motion from both of them. Trying to get the slipstream into the tight corner, side by side. Reliot keeping position so far. And I think we'll definitely keep the position until maybe the next DRS zone. Depends on how the S's go for both drivers. Just stick on with this. Yeah, looks like Reliot made up not a lot of time, but a little bit of time through them S's, maybe confidence or setup. But manages to stay ahead. We'll keep on this for now because we're coming up to the pit straight. Wazza at 2 seconds now to Zesty. Oh, almost 2 seconds to Zesty. Can Brandon get the overtake done here before turn 1 and use that second lot of DRS to pull away a little bit? He's gone for it, he's looked for it, he's going for it, he's going for it. Nice side by side there. Looks like Brandon's going to get the bigger exit as Reliot hits the sausage, but does get the DRS again there. And I think that's going to be job done. It is. There goes. That's the power. That's how to do it. If you can't do it turn 1, make sure you're there for turn 3 and get on the DRS again. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Wazza now below that 2 second mark. Absolutely just shoveling time out of Zesty up front. A little bit of a train going on here. Now from 3rd to, you could probably include 7th and 8th, only a second between each of those as well. An elbow there, foot down with a firm hand. Went from a little over a second to nearly half a second in just a small section. We do get this little train forming. Also looks like he's out of the ARS. The back of his car is flashing. Nobody really making any headway down that long DRS straight. There we go. It's all about now just keeping it on track and consistent. Elboy's got a couple of places to make up if he has any chance of the title. I mean, you know, we do keep saying that anything can happen in race, but Brandon is on a charge. Came out of the pits in 7th and he's made up those positions where he's needed to. Here we are. Relegate out of the DRS zone now for Brandon, so the train now is behind Reliot in 4th place. It's whether the two Alfa Romeos play as a team and just hold everybody back, or does Gunnar go for it against Reliot and just try and get ahead of him. Super close. I'm not surprised if Cassell could smell what Gunnar had for his dinner. So close between the two drivers there. In fact, it's so close between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably about 6 drivers there. It's so close. I know they're over a second away in 8th and 9th from the others, but it doesn't take a lot to make up time on this track, especially if you can nail a sector, and it just takes somebody a little bit of a wobble and it's gone. Wazza now within a second of your Zesty. Your Zesty 5.6 seconds from the next car after the virtual safety car. Wazza has put his foot down and is now 5/10 away off the back of the AlphaTauri in first position, making up another couple of tenths by the end of this long straight. And it looks like he's going to get job done out of turn 1 and into turn 2, and then we'll get the DRS then out of turn 3 and down the straight there. Not a lot of time being made up by the Red Bull there with the DRS, but I've got a feeling the AlphaTauri was, you know, churning that battery power. Mostly about the confidence through the S section. It's a lot of time to win or lose through there, because either you nail it or you don't. And if you don't, you could be right behind somebody to absolutely miles away. And if you do, you could be, you know, a second or so away to right up the exhaust. We've got a spin in Cassell. He's got to wait for that McLaren to go past and he'll have chance to turn around. There we go. Still got his wing. Has he got the end plates? He's missing his left end plate there. So on a track like this as well, even with any kind of damage in those S sections, you can't get away with it. You have to kind of pit and change the wing. It's so difficult to get right, even at the best of times. So when you've got damage as well, it's an absolute nightmare. But it does open things up a little bit. Nellboy there now on the charge does get past Gunnar, splitting the Alfa Romeos. Both Haas now in the points, leading the way. Couple of, I say, small gaps forming from 3rd to 5th now, 1.6, 1.4. We'll keep an eye on the middleman of Nellboy. Just keep on with him if we can get. Where's the activation line here? There. So he's over a second, so no DRS this time for Nell. Luckily for him, there's none for Relia either. We have Gunnar pitting. I'm guessing he'll be going on to them mediums to finish off. Come out in 9th place. There's a little bit to make up, but a couple of the people in higher up, I'm pretty sure, pitted early, so we'll have to pit again. Zesty hasn't pit at all yet. That could be why he was bleeding time. We have a yellow in sector 2. Oh, it's Wazza. Wazza's out. On the exit of the S's, in the middle of the road as well. Everybody be careful. That was very close there by Nell. Yeah. It's a shame. Wazza was having the race of his life. The car has now disappeared. And it's not going to be a safety car. And it wasn't really a... it was just a solo sector yellow. Which there you'd expect something. So that's Brandon in the pits now, onto the mediums. He will come out, I think, behind the McLaren of Bob Spun for 7th position. Nellboy's going to have to pit soon. 20 laps on those mediums. I can't see him taking him another 14, 15 laps. That's going to be tough. So I think all of the top 6 may have to pit. Again, Zesty definitely does. He's not pit yet at all. That could put Brandon into P1. Oh, this story could unfold quite quickly. Zesty's going to start for another one. No, he's coming in. He's going to go on the mediums. Where's he going to come out? He's going to come out. Can he get ahead of Brandon? That's the main thing. Mike is in as well. It is ahead of Brandon. So Brandon, no, not net P1. So Zesty technically then, yeah, P1. With a couple of seconds to spare. But Reliant is there at the minute. Pretty sure they still need to pit again. They all pit early with the safety car. Bob's been on the way out. Tom Putty, 15 laps on those. Could he? I think it's a bit of a stretch to take them more. I don't know what his percentage will be on now, but I think he'll definitely have to pit again. But top 2 definitely will. And I think they're going to want to do it sooner rather than later. Nellboy started on the medium, on the hards, had to pit after lap 1, so he could go back on them as technically brand new. Now comes Reliant. He's going to stay out for another one, at very least. But Nellboy does. Gonna bite the bullet. There goes your Zesty. Definitely Brandon gonna get past. Probably Gooner as well. Nice pit there. It's gonna be close for Mikey. Foot down and go. So not bad for Nell. You know, he's had a couple of disconnection issues. He only qualified in 12th, I think it was. He's up to P5 on a brand new medium tyre. But Brandon would, at any point, if he comes ahead of Nell, would win the division. Nellboy does basically have to win. But still plenty to go. 13 more laps. At what point does Reliant change his tyres? Some big gaps forming now. Closest on track is Lil Mikey to Nell as they come through the stadium. Very close. Will Mikey get the DRS for the straight? It was up and down. He does, yes. I think he's going to be too far to making a huge dent in there, but in fact he's still losing time. I mean, fair play to Nell because he didn't have the DRS. He's flashing though, he's flashing. Let's have a quick gander at the penalties then. All 3 seconds, 3 for Zesty and then 3 for Tom, Bob, Cassell and Pac-Man, all at the back of the pack. So they're not going to be, I mean, they're not going to change anything anyway. The pit stops have changed a little bit though. I mean, there's 5.5 seconds now between second and third, 5-ish seconds between third and fourth. But here comes Nell then, within a second of Gunnar. An absolute superb drive when he has been connected. Fastest lap, shows you how determined his determination, shows you how his determination is coming through on track as well. Let's see, he's not going to do it into turn 1. Can he do what we've seen plenty of times already this race, and come out of turn 3, activate that DRS and make it just before that tight sector 2? No, late brake does make up a lot of time. He's pretty much right on the exhaust now of Gunnar in the Alfa Romeo. I say sector 2 is basically confidence. It's a lot of slow corners, and then the S section, if you nail them, you can win a lot of time. And there we go again, another DRS section. I don't think he activated it there. If he did, we missed it. It wasn't long enough. I think he's got to get the job done now. Gets it done now before turn 1 and uses the DRS out of turn 3 to just make up a little bit of time for his sake, and then make up the time to Brandon, and give us a proper title fight. Tom Putty pits, 19 laps on the hards, will probably go medium to the end. He can probably get away with softs, 9 laps. Purple sector 1 there for Nell again. Well, he's got 5 seconds to make up to the Mercedes of Brandon, but he's pulled away already over a second to Gunnar behind him. So, like I say, certainly a determined driver. Less than 5 seconds now. We'll keep a small eye on that as we come to, let's have a look at Mikey, see if he can make ground on Gunnar. Relliot still needs to pit. I'd be very surprised if he could take those all the way. He's got another 9 laps, 30 odd laps on him. He's going to be an absolute stretch and a half. I can't see it happening. I think he maybe waited too long though. He's going to drop a few positions. Lil Mike now within a second of the Alfa Romeo of Gunnar. Wasn't close enough into the final corner to get the DRS, so won't have it at all there through sector 1. Keeping with him though, still bringing that time down. See how close he really is. Yeah. Like I say, sector 2 is basically a confidence sector. If you're not confident, you lose a lot of time. That's probably a 2/10 or so loss there for Lil Mikey against Gunnar. Could be to do with setup. Could just be set up for them, you know, for the couple of long straights that you have, but could well be confidence, because you can throw it away and nobody wants that. Here we come again. Was he close enough out of the final corner? He was. There's the DRS. He's got little to no battery left, so he can't use that. He's down to 5/10. Turn 2, turn 3. Activate again there. Not going to be enough this time. Nelboy down to 3.5 seconds away from Brandon as well. Yeah, I can't tell if that's confidence or setup. Definitely losing time through that second sector. But this is the closest battle on track currently. Nell down to 2 and a bit seconds. Still not in DRS range just yet. Absolutely churning time out of Brandon though. Here we go again. There's Mikey, lay on the brakes into turn 1. Three tenths, not a bad exit. Still don't think it's going to be enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. Reliot's tyres must be screaming at the minute. Zesty is making up time on him. He's had him for 25 laps. He's going to take him for at least one more. There's only 5 to go, but 31 laps on a set of hard tyres. I just think it's too much. I'd love to know what his tyre percentage is. Cassell with another 3 seconds there. It's not going to make too much of a difference. Tom behind him is 18 seconds behind. We do have him very close to the back of Bob though. Within DRS time scale. Mikey's dropped back a bit from Gunnar as well. We were on that before, but it's 1.2 now, so he's out of the zone. I think he's just over the 1 second mark there, so no DRS for Cassell this time. About half his battery left though. Bob, move your ears. Got the helmet with the ears. Yeah, he's got quite a bit of battery as well. Pressing the wrong buttons, there we go. Here we go then. There's Nell. What do I want? That one. 1.3 now. For the 2 division let me try and say that again. Division title challenges. There we go. Slow and steady wins the race. We'll get there in the end. Oh, Zesty's past Reliot. And he must be close. Must be close to a puncture. 27 laps. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. We'll know how bad they are when Brandon starts bringing that time down by seconds a lap. Oh, Cassell on Bob. Side by side into turn 1. Yeah, he should. Oh, bit of a wobble there from both. And so you got Bob's got the better exit, but Cassell does have that DRS. Side by side, very, very close. Very close, very nice. A little bit locked together there from the front of Bob and the back of Cassell. But he does manage to keep the position he did gain. He's the one with 6 seconds though, so he's going to want to pull out a little bit to keep that position. Oh, just as I say that, Bob gets his second penalty, so both on 6 seconds now. So, ignore what I said. It's irrelevant. Nellboy now half a second away. He's pulled back a little bit of battery. Brandon's got a little bit of battery as well. It's going to be very, very close. Give me that camera back. Mikey's made up that time back to Gunnar as well. 6/10. Here's Bob Spun and Cassell still going at it. It's that long DRS. Whoever gets it usually gets it. Pac-Man is out. And the safety car is out. With 3 to go. The safety car is out. Surely. Is this going to be a soft run? Battle to the end. Everybody pit for soft. It is what it is. Or are we going to have... Trying to retain position. Zesty's going to retain position. Relliot's going to come in and get off those screaming hard tyres. Brandon is going to come in for softs. Nellboy is doing the same. And Gunnar. And Mikey. It's a big summer blowout. It's a soft run to the end. With 3 to go. Oof, that was close. Here comes Bog. And Bob. No, Bob's staying out. Bob's staying on the mediums. Cassell is going to come in for the softs. Tom is going to... Was that rain? That wasn't rain. I'm pretty sure that was just a little glitch on the screen there, but that looked like rain. No, it's not dark enough, is it? Safety car straight in. Straight in. I don't care about the gaps. I'm going in. This is it. This is it. 2 laps to go. Relliot's going to get to the back. I don't know if Brandon's going to make it to the back of the 3. I don't think Nellboy's going to make it to the back of the 3. It's an absolute 2-lap shootout for softs. Zesty on 11-lap old tyres. We do have a little bit of spitting. I can see it. That's the second time now. I'm not taking that as a glitch. Relliot then on the soft tyres. Give me that back. Give me that back. He's not done him first time of asking. There's a big gap now between Brandon and Nellboy though. That was less than a second. I don't know what's gone on there, but that's a big time loss. Relliot is passed on the new soft tyres, so this could change things for the constructors then, because although all 4 drivers are in points, Alfa Romeo being 1st and 5th is a lot more points than 4th and 8th for the Haas. I'm not sure how it works for Mercedes losing Joe early on. Brandon the only one scoring. I can see Relliot just going to pull away from that. Nellboy. It's time to shine, baby. He's brought the time down already. It's 3 seconds. I don't think it's going to be enough over 1 lap. He would have had to win. I think he would have needed Brandon to be 7th or lower. It's definitely starting to rain though. If that comes heavy on 1 lap, anything can happen still. 1 lap to go then. Relliot starts the final lap. Here we go. Here we go then. Nellboy fastest lap. That's the extra point. It might not mean anything by the end. Look at this though. 1.6. 4.8 seconds. When we mentioned how far away he was. We are 1.5, 1.3, 1.2 now. On the last lap. Really want to go and look at Cassell attempting to overtake Tom, but this is title challengers on the back of each other. Like I said, I don't think it matters for the title challenge. I think if it stays the same way, Brandon's won it anyway. But what a race by Nell. Qualified P12, disconnected probably about 6 times. He's come back, he's put his foot down with a firm hand, he's shown his dedication, he's up to 4th. Having a look there, coming into Sector 3 for Brandon. We're going to look at Relliot across the line just to congratulate him on his win in the finale for Division 3. What a race that was. Here he goes. How's it? Oh, it's enabled DRS there. Nellboy up to 2nd with Destiny's penalty. Must have just breezed past Brandon at the end there. It's not going to be enough for Nell. Brandon does win the championship. Congratulations, Brandon. We need an update on the constructors because that is a good points haul for Alfa Romeo, but Nellboy in 2nd place could keep the Haas in 1st position as Guna comes 5th, Mikey in 6th, Bob Spun 7th, Mr. Bogorovsky in 8th. Absolute quality finale there, and the rain just came too late for it to make any difference. But what a finish there by Nell. Absolute driver of the day. Absolute driver of the day. Right, let me see if I can work this out quite quickly on who will have won the constructors, because that's 25 plus, how many points is it for 5th? 12, 10, 8 is it? So that's 33 points there, 18 plus 3. It's very, very close. I think Mercedes would be out the running with only 1 driver scoring points, however good it was. Alfa Romeo were 19 points behind, so they would have had to score more, 20 or more points than the Haas, and I don't think they did. So that is Haas for the constructors. It's Brandon in the Mercedes for the drivers title. Congratulations to all 3 drivers involved there. What a finale in Mexico for Division 3. The new season will be on the new game, but keep an eye out for tomorrow. We've got Division 4, and then next week we do have the Race of Champions as well. Absolutely amazing. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, D3, for your season, and I bid you all a very, very good night.